Joining us now to discuss the deal and more is CEO Steve Rendle. Nice to have you, Mr. Rendle. You know, in the reading I've done here about Supreme, the street brand that we've mentioned, they put their name on a $10 T-shirt and they can sell it for $200. Sounds like a great business, but I wonder, does it hurt the business when you're owned by the company that also sells Timberlands or North Face jackets?
Yeah, absolutely not. And let me start by first saying we could not be more excited to have Supreme joining our family of brands. We've been under quite a journey the last 4 years to reshape our portfolio to really align with where we see the market and the consumer moving around active, outdoor, work lifestyle, but more importantly, this aspect of this adjacency of streetwear. And Supreme is just a great fine point on that move. And it's very complementary to the other brands within our portfolio. The way we manage our brands, allowing them back to, insisting that they remain authentic and committed to their consumers and leveraging the skills and capability of VF on the back end of the business to really support their growth, gives us great confidence that that model, which will be applied to Supreme, we will leave them very much alone. Their strategy is very clear. Their operating principles have led them to be extremely successful. We're here to support that long-term growth and by no means to disrupt it.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to read the history of this brand, which began in April of '94 on Lafayette Street, downtown Manhattan, became the home of the skate culture in New York, with neighborhood kids and local artists. You say you're going to leave it alone. Is there help that it needs as well, or are you just going to leave it alone and let it continue to put up these kinds of profit margins, I guess they can, from selling Ziploc bags and T-shirts with the Supreme name on them?
I think the one thing to really know about Supreme, and it goes to the core of when James Jebbia started the business in 1994 in that single store on Lafayette, is their deep understanding of that core consumer, which really is that East Coast skate consumer, linked very closely to art and music and street culture. But this is a company that is very focused on creating quality products at a fair price, and really allowing that consumer to deeply engage. And yes, this brand can sell a very wide spread of price points, but at its core are T-shirts, hoodies, those basic essentials for that lifestyle, anchored in the East Coast skate culture.
Steve, how does this brand perform in a variety of various economic environments? I ask that question because typically luxury can do well even when there's a recession. People use their discretionary income and they spend it on luxury. However, when you look at something like a $300 T-shirt, do people still tend to spend money on that when you could maybe go to Walmart and buy a T-shirt for $5?
Yeah, I think the key here is, while Supreme really spans that streetwear to luxe, sector set of price points, at its core, it is an East Coast skate brand, and it sells on average unit sales price of around $40. So yes, there are $300 tees based typically on a collab that they might be doing at that particular point in time. But in general, very accessible price points for that core consumer. And to your point on just how does it navigate times like this business has shown to be extremely resilient. Year to date, up 9%, still delivering strong profit margins. And if you look over the history of this business, that is very consistent with how it's performed, and really is one of the key reasons we're so excited to have it join our VF portfolio of brands.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.